5 life lessons I've learned from being 1 year sober. Being sober for a year wasn't a planned out decision, at least at first. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I was on the AIP diet for a good 6 months. And on the AIP elimination diet, alcohol is restricted. So by the time I was done with the AIP diet or getting a little bit more lenient with reintroducing foods, it was already 6 months into my no alcohol journey, and I said, you know what? Might as well go for a full year at least. That's what I did, and here are my 5 lessons I took away from that year. Number 1 is obvious. Getting drunk today equals taking away tomorrow's happiness. And it's quite obvious that when you get drunk the next morning, you have a hangover. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to want to do the things that you normally want to do. Why would you do that to your future self? Number 2, alcohol keeps people at the bottom, both financially and emotionally. If you're going out to the bars every weekend or every night, you're going to spend a lot of money doing so. Alcohol also keeps you at the bottom emotionally, as drinking to run away from your problems only worsens everything. You have to be sober and really face your problems without any substances to help you. Definitely the harder route, but it's the more rewarding route. And along with this, alcohol allows you to take off your mask. Rather, it rips off your mask for you. Deep down, we're all wearing masks over who our true selves are. And alcohol allows us to just rip it off and gives us an excuse to say, oh, it wasn't me, it was the alcohol. So this is a deep emotional problem where your insecurities, you don't have to face them because it's just alcohol ripping your mask off for you rather than you being sober and you being confident enough to be in your own skin. Number 3, we think we want happiness, which alcohol brings, but we actually crave joy and fulfillment, which alcohol does not bring. So there's a crucial difference between happiness and joy. Happiness is fleeting, it's a one-time emotion, and joy is sustained happiness over a long period of time. Of course, in the moment, during that drunken night of partying, alcohol brings you happiness. But like I said before, the next morning, it does not bring happiness, so that does not equal joy. It's short-term happiness and it's fleeting. If alcohol is the only thing that brings you happiness, you're gonna have to just keep on drinking to get to joy, which it does not bring joy long-term. It just kind of cripples your whole life. Number 4, spending time alone with your feelings is hard, but necessary. So on my 1 year sobriety journey, I had to skip out on a lot of nights of going out and partying with other people. And that led me to staying home, spending time with myself, reading books, getting smarter. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, and a lot of times I felt lonely and isolated. I could have done more to hang out with friends who didn't party and didn't like to drink, but I chose to spend time alone and really get to know myself more. Because if you're always with other people, all those other people have an expectation of who you are. You kind of mold and form to their expectations of you. But when you're alone, you get to be whoever you truly are. And thus, this is where a lot of growth happens, and a lot of people don't see the value in it. Number 5, quitting is easy, moderation is hard. Now this is something that's very true for me. It might not be for you, but quitting something, saying, all right, I'm not gonna do it for a year, that's easy. But saying, oh, I'm gonna drink alcohol, but maybe once a month. Because for me, if I were to say that, then once a month would turn into twice a month, and then twice a month would turn into once a week, until I'm back snowballed into the old thought and habit patterns of my past self. So for me, especially with alcohol and drugs, moderation is hard. Quitting is very easy, and this is encouraging for people who want to quit. Because if you put your foot down and you say, no, I'm not gonna do it ever again, then you won't do it ever again. So those are the 5 life lessons I learned from being 1 year sober. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something interesting, and if you're dealing with an addiction or problem, please consider quitting, AA, whatever it is. So thank you guys. Have a blessed day. If you like this video, like it, subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.